Your buddy right here, man. One of the good ones, man. These guys are great.
This is appreciation dinner. Appreciation dinner, right?
It is.
For Bridgeport PD.
Thank you guys so much.
You know, first of all, you know, you guys do an outstanding job, man. You keep the city, the streets safe, and the public looks to you guys to keep them safe, man. So, you know, big congratulations on all the work and the efforts that you guys do on a day-to-day basis for our city, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Really do. Born and raised here in Bridgeport, so.
Oh, really? What part?
The east side.
The east side? Okay, me too.
Yeah, it's a great personal to us, you know?
Yeah.
Thanks so much for having us for us.
Yeah, definitely, man. And I could just even imagine you're actually an officer in the same city that you grew up in. That must be like an amazing feeling.
Doesn't get any better than that.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you, man. Hey guys, welcome to Super Elite Entertainment. You already know I'm your host, Jason Rodriguez, and I am here in the city of Bridgeport, Connecticut at a new establishment called the Knowlton. And I have Mr. Chef Michel Martinez here. Miguel, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, man. And listen, we actually know each other. We grew up in the same neighborhood.
Many years ago.
That's right.
Yeah, in the east side of Bridgeport.
The east side of Bridgeport.
Yeah.
And now years later, we find each other here at an amazing event that you were a part of.
Yes.
Appreciation luncheon, appreciation dinner for the Bridgeport Police Department.
Correct.
So tell us about it.
You know what? In this time and age, you know, there's been a lot of separation between the community and the police departments across the nation, not only in Bridgeport. And time again, you know, you can't pull every aspect of every incident that involves a police officer with every single cop. And what I'm saying with that, you can't assume that every single cop is a bad cop, because you know, there's bad apples in every race and every job. And we just wanted to show the police officers that, no, we do appreciate what they do. We appreciate the fact that they're out there taking care of the streets and protecting us. And in order for us to be able to walk the streets without having to worry about what's going to happen to us if we don't, you know, if we're out working, we wanted to give them back a little something, a little token of gratitude. So we did this amazing luncheon, which has been running since 12 noon, actually.
That's right.
Yeah. So
I mean, you've been here for quite some time.
Yeah. I got here at 10 o'clock this morning. I got to my kitchen at my shop at 5 o'clock in the morning. So, wow. Yeah.
So a lot of work, a lot of preparation has gone in order to create this beautiful environment for the Bridgeport police officers to come in and to enjoy themselves a really nice, you know, warm atmosphere, a warm dinner. And by the way, I had some of your food as well. I had some penne, I had me some arroz habichuela, I had me some pollo, some chicken, and a couple other things. And I have to say, your cooking is on fire, man.
Thank you. You know what? I mean, I am married to this. I mean, I've been cooking for 27 years. I went back to school, and I got a degree as a French chef from the French Culinary Institute in New York City. And I brought all those skills back to my hometown in Bridgeport. So although I am established in Bridgeport, I do branch out as far as Boston, Delaware, New York City, Greenwich, Southport, New Canaan, Darien. I do events in that part of Connecticut every weekend.
And that's awesome, because you're branched out all over the state of Connecticut as well as out of state, and you're where the money's at. Let's keep it real. You are where the money's at. But I like the fact that you don't forget where home is. And home is here in the city of Bridgeport, Connecticut. And what better way than to come back home and serve our police department?
I agree. I mean, you know, even after I graduated from school in New York City, I had a chance to either move to Florida, go to Vegas, or even go to Dubai. I got offered a job in Dubai. But why leave the town that I love? And I love Bridgeport, and I love my parents. And I couldn't leave my parents behind for a job, you know, in another part of the world. And I knew that I could flourish out of the city of Bridgeport. I didn't have to go far in order to expand my horizons or make it happen. And it's become a success story ever since I stepped foot in Bridgeport with my business.
Well, it's proof in the pudding, because as I walked in here, just the presentation of your catering supplies and the food and the utensils and everything that you have set up here, clearly it is high end. All right, so I can tell that you put a lot of pride into what you do.
I do. I love it. You know, I give customers what I would want in return. And if my customers want the best, I will give them the best. Because if I went to a restaurant, I'd want the best for what I'm paying. And that's what it's all about, giving the customers the best. This is a charity event, and we wanted to give the officers and all the public personnel the best, and
you know,
we accomplished.
And that's awesome because, like you said, it is an event that was put on by yourself and also by the owner of the Knowlton.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
And in appreciation for Bridgeport PD, for all their efforts, for all the work that they put in on a day-to-day basis.
That's correct.
You know, everyone wants to talk about law enforcement from a negative perspective, but most people don't want to look at the good that the officers do within our city.
Exactly.
Because we do have some really good officers, some stand-up, you know how we say stand-up citizens?
Yeah.
Well, we do have some stand-up officers within this city, and they're out here working day-to-day, walking the beat, driving in those vehicles, you know, to protect us. And listen, Bridgeport PD, Chief Perez, all of you officers that are out here on a day-to-day basis working on our behalf, I just want to say from Super Elite Entertainment Studio located here in Bridgeport, Connecticut, we thank you, we appreciate you, and listen, our studio and our support is always on your side.
I agree with what Jason just said. And one more thing was that it was a police officer that changed my life. I went back to school after a drunk driving arrest. And had that officer not stopped me on the Sherwood Island connector, I am pretty certain I would have killed somebody on the highway. I was 3.5 times over the legal limit. Wow. And he stopped me just in time. Yeah, he treated me with the utmost respect. As a token of gratitude to that officer, I went to Westport 2 years ago and I did a thank you dinner for them. Wow. Because him arresting me was my rock bottom point. And I knew that I had to change my life around. And the next day I decided I'm going back to school. And that's what I did. I went back to school after that arrest. I got a degree as a French chef, and I went back to thank them and throw a party for them for doing that. Because had they not arrested me, I probably would have never went back to school.
And look it, now the people that are watching, I just want to let them know that you're a professional caterer as well. So that you're not only a chef, but you also cater food. You do events,
I do events.
Right?
Weddings, birthdays, anniversary, corporate events, private jet catering. I do private jet catering for a couple of really famous individuals who I cannot name for confidentiality reasons. I do a lot of celebrities in Greenwich and New Canaan. So anything, whether it's small, doesn't mean because I do the celebrities that I am overly priced. No, there's a budget for everybody. Yeah. And I'm able to meet everybody's budget, you know, and that's what it's all about. You know, you don't need to have the whole shebang. If you want drop-off service, that's also a possibility. Awesome. You know, if a customer has X amount of dollars and they want me to work with that, then I'll put a menu together with X amount of dollars, you know. I'll cater to anybody.
And I want to point this out. As you're talking, and I'm looking at you and I'm thinking, born and raised in Bridgeport, Connecticut, in the hood,
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
In the worst part during the 80s and 90s
yeah.
of this, you know, during that era.
Out there. It was
You remember.
Yeah.
The Panic Village. I mean, you remember the way East Main Street was.
Yeah.
But yet, look at you. So what I'm trying to say is, good things do come out of our city.
They do, you know. And like I said, you know, once again, and I'll say it again, you fall face first, you pick yourself up, you fall again, you pick yourself up. It's up to you to make, you know, the life changes that you need to make to be successful. And no one else was going to do it if I didn't put my better foot forward. And that's what I had to do, and I did it.
Miguel, for anyone that's watching, if they want to reach out to you to utilize your services, for you to cater the event, or whatever the case may be, best way to contact Miguel Martinez?
Call me at 203-224-0131, or you can find me on Facebook, Michel Martinez, Michel Martinez. You can also find me on festivefoodcaterers.com.
Excellent. Miguel, thank you very much. Such an honor to see you, how good you're doing.
Thank you, brother.
Your food is outstanding. And thank you for the opportunity to be able to interview you on the Super Elite Entertainment Network.
I look forward to meeting with you again and having some good old times, brother.
You know what? What we're going to do after we get done with this interview, we're going to set it up so that you can come to our studio for that exclusive interview. And then maybe we can even have you do some quick cooking on the show or something.
We could do that. Everything is possible.
That's right.
Nothing is off the tables. We'll do anything you want.
Excellent. Welcome back to Super Elite Entertainment. I'm your host, Jason Rodriguez, and I am here. Actually, me and my good friend, Jose Mercado. We're here at what's called the Knowlton in the city of Bridgeport, Connecticut. A beautiful establishment that is taking the city by storm. So much in the making that's taking place here at the Knowlton. And we're going to talk more about that at a later time with the owner. But, Jose Mercado, you are here serving the Bridgeport Police Department a luncheon/dinner appreciation for our officers. I mean, tell us about it.
Well, for me, it is more like a personal thing for me to be able to do that for them. I mean, in conjunction with the Knowlton and the staff here. I mean, they serve us every day. They put their lives on the line for us every single day. And, you know, sometimes seeing them down the street and saying hello, or in passing, you know, just, you know, probably paying for a coffee or something like that just to say hello. It is a whole different story whenever you get to spend a little time with them and you spend all these hours, you know, serving them food and talking to them. I mean, it's a very rewarding, self-rewarding experience for me personally.
And you know, you've been here pretty much the whole day, serving Bridgeport PD, I believe, since 10, 11 a.m. in the morning.
About 10, 11 a.m.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm just getting here maybe about an hour and a half ago. But during my time here, I've been watching the officers arrive, you know, getting their food. You've been serving them. And I could just see the appreciation in their face.
Absolutely.
And you know, a lot of people tend to talk negative about officers. And I get it. You know, some officers do have a bad rapport.
Right.
But not every officer is bad. We do have some stand-up officers
Correct.
within the city of
Correct.
Bridgeport.
Correct.
And I'm just saying that being here for the past hour and a half and seeing them just come in one after the other and getting their food, sitting here, taking pictures, joking around, having fun, just feeling free to be themselves is such an amazing thing. And you're a part of that, man.
Correct, and that's the idea. The idea of all of this is to give them an opportunity and a break to, you know, to congregate, for us to show our appreciation for what they do for us every single day. I mean, you know, for them responding to, you know, some events that are insignificant versus some events that are significant. I mean, the magnitude and the consequences of that is very great. So far as I'm concerned, to take a moment and say hello to them, take a moment and say thank you. I mean, it's like I said, it's a self-rewarding experience for me.
That's right.
And, you know, I get to see them every day, and now they get to see me every day, and to have a more personal interaction with them, as I do with you, because you're a personal friend of mine. And I'm very thankful for what you do every single day.
Thank you.
So as I think about you every day, it's to me, it's the same thing with them.
Yeah.
So I'm very thankful, and personally, I like to say thank you to them.
Thank you.
For
And
what they do for us.
And I also thank the Bridgeport Police Department for their efforts and for all the hard work and dedication they put in on a daily basis.
Absolutely.
These guys work, you know, 8 hours, 16 hours, 24 hours, first, second, third shift. It's not easy to be out there patrolling.
Correct.
And people have to understand that. You know, you see them with their uniform, they're wearing their badge, they, you know, they have their duties, weapon on them. But the stuff they encounter, you know, they're facing drug dealers, they're facing people who are walking around with weapons, people ODing, people involved in car accidents that just lost their life, people who take their own life.
Correct.
These are the, you know, the ones that deal with that type of situation. There's a lot of pressure there, man.
Exactly.
You know, so for them to be able to come into an environment like this at the Knowlton and eat a really nice
meal.
if I should say high-end,
Correct.
classy meal, and be served and catered to is just amazing.
And it's the very least we can do, because that's the whole point. I mean, what exactly can we do for them? I mean, sometimes a simple thank you, it may not seem like enough. Someone thanks me and they say, thank you, Jose, for what you do. And I say, thank you very much. I appreciate you saying thank you. When they don't say thank you, I kind of walk away thinking, why didn't they say thank you? So the ideal is that they thank you for what you do for them. And that is where the self-rewarding thing is. And as I see them repeatedly throughout the day today, for them to stop in, for them to just relax, take it easy before their shift, after their shift. I mean, the ideal is for them to just catch a break, for them to just relax a little, and for them to know that there's people out here like us that appreciate what they do every single day.
That's right.
And that's the idea.
And that is the idea. And with that said, I want to thank you, Jose, for the opportunity to be able to interview you on the Super Elite Entertainment Network. And I want to thank each and every one of you who are just watching this interview with Jose, and also with Miguel Martinez.
Yes,
outstanding chef. The is bad.
He is the best.
And his food is amazing.
He is the best. And the food is amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, the paneer was excellent. The food is excellent. And like I said, you know, for someone like him to put all this food together for them, I mean, that's like top, you know, the top end of things. You know, that's like the best food you can eat. And we're very appreciative of that.
And all your efforts, thank you very much. And all your efforts tonight between you and Miguel will go very far. And it's greatly appreciated. And I appreciate it myself because I was able to enjoy some food myself. So with that said, thank you again, Jose.
You're welcome.
All right.
Good to see you.
And thank you guys for watching. God bless.
God bless.
Welcome to Aces Bail Bonds.
Do you need information regarding bail bonds and the bail bond process? Contact us at Aces Bail Bonds, where we are happy to give you a free bail consultation. You are in capable hands with our reputable agency. For fast, reliable bail bond service, get out of jail fast with Aces Bail Bonds. You can save time and money by calling ahead. We'll have the forms ready for you, with everything handled privately, discreetly, and confidentially at our office. For fast, reliable bail bond service, call Aces Bail Bonds now.
Al Café, el mejor ambiente de Bridgeport, Connecticut, presenta Jueves de Karaoke y Happy Hour.
Estoy enamorado de una mala.
Viernes de Ladies Night, donde las damas entran gratis la noche entera.
¡Qué chévere!
Sábado de Fusion Day. Y los domingos son de rumba, con especial toda la noche. Además, todos los días mezclando en vivo los DJ más duros, con los mejores especiales en bebidas y aperitivos. Muévete al lugar donde se vive la noche. Evolution Sport Bar Café, 1279 North Avenue, Bridgeport, Connecticut. Reservas al 203-908-1588. Evolution Sport Bar Café, el mejor ambiente.